I recently purchased some Sephora stuff, and since it was my birthday, got a lot of free stuff with it. And so today I decided to do kind of a Sephora haul video. A lot of this is going to be some free samples, and you're going to see which works out for me and which doesn't. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's go. So starting with none makeup on, I got a bare face. It's been washed and moisturized, but I don't have anything else. Here is my Sephora box. A lot of this is actually testers that you get when you're a VIB member. So the only thing that I bought in this box is the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm like so behind. Pretty much everybody and their mother has this palette, but I waited a long time. The fact that people still talk about this palette kind of said to me that I needed it. I've swatched some of the colors, but I haven't really played with it on my eyes. Sorry if I just flashed all of you. But I think the shades are gorgeous so far. My dad was impressed, so that says something. And then I got the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Eyeliner. It's a little tester bit. Stila recently went cruelty free and I'm so excited. Then I got two sample foundations. We got one from Hourglass. This is the liquid powder foundation. Sure. And then I got a sample of the Becca foundation as well. It looks like I'm only going to be able to use one, but maybe I'll use like this one and try it out as a contour. We'll see how the foundation match goes. Also, why do they gotta name the Dark Girl foundation Tobacco? That shade isn't even I don't understand. And then I got the Buxom Lash Mascara. Never tried this before, but I figured I should kind of branch out of my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And then, because July was my birthday month, I got the birthday packet. It comes with a Tarte lip paint in the shade Birthday Suit. It's a nice nude pink, so I'm going to try that today. And then it comes with a blush that kind of matches, and this one is the blush in Party. I feel like it should have been Party, but Party is fine. It's the Amazonian Clay blush, which I've never tried before. So a lot of these are actually like first impressions. Alright, so for today, I'm going to start out with taping my eyes because I kind of want to do something a little bit more dramatic. I'm sticking the tape onto my hand just to kind of get rid of the stick, and this is really hard to do with just one hand, but I've done it before and I'll do it again. Then I'm just going to check it. So you want to take your fingers, drag it upwards, make sure that ends up in the same spot, and that is how you check to see if it's even. And instead of using a primer today, we're just going to use my NYX HD concealer. I've been trying to use it up lately because it's not my favorite concealer. It kind of oxidizes on me, which isn't good when you're pale, and this is the most pale shade that they have in the shade Porcelain. Alright, and then I'm just going to powder this with my RCMA No Color powder. Hi, Monty. Dog's trying to get up on the bed. I'm gonna go straight into the Modern Renaissance palette. Monty. Hi, Monty. Are you on my bed? Oh, I know, you're a sweetie. I love you. I love you, I do. Good boy. Alright, so I'm going to use the brush that the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette comes with. I'm going to rip off the little sleeve if I can. Monty, no crying. Starved for attention. I kind of want to do like a more ombre thing today. Yeah, we're going to go into Golden Ochre. It's got a lot of kick up. Actually, no. Bad idea. Bad news bear. Just kidding. So I'm going to start with Raw Sienna. I'm going to use this as a transition color. And then taking my Wet n Wild brush, I'm going to blend the edges out with no added product. Kind of smoked out transition. I kind of want to go in with Burnt Orange on a more defined blending brush. So they blend out pretty nicely. They're really pigmented, but they're smooth. So with my fun little hooded eyes, my slightly hooded eyes, I kind of have to bring this up a little more. I'm going to add a little bit more Raw Sienna. Grabbing my NYX concealer once again, we're going to tap it on the center of the eyes. We're not doing a halo eye today, but I do want to create like a blank space right there. So I'm doing that, and then I'm taking a shader brush and I'm going to kind of just carve out like a hollow, almost like a cut crease. Taking the same shader brush, I'm going to go in with Golden Ochre. I'm going to pack on these shades. Alright, and then heading into Realgar. Ooh! Ooh, it does pigmented. Cool, alright, good to know. Alright, and then finally we're going into Love Letter. We're going to put this right on that corner area. Ooh, this is my kind of pink. Alright, so now that we have like that base, I'm going back into Realgar. I'm going to kind of try to blend the orange and the yellow together and the orange and the red together. Do the same on both sides. And I'm going to grab the Wet n Wild brush really quick and kind of try to clean up that crease because it's going a little crazy. Going in with the Anastasia brush, I'm going back into Golden Ochre. So Golden Ochre is like a super dusty shade. I haven't really had that problem with the other shades yet. Golden Ochre is like bam, kickback. It's kind of a lot. I want more orange. Alright, because this is gonna bother me, I'm going to grab my Anastasia Beverly Hills Artist Palette. I'm going to dip into Orangey Fancy. Just kind of make that orange a bit brighter. Yeah, I think it's better. I'm gonna go into Golden Ochre really quick and just kind of put it on the edge. And I'm picking up some Buttery by Anastasia. And then picking up some Buttery by Anastasia. This is like the dustiest shadow I've ever used, but it's a beautiful color. We're going to blend out the edges. Alright, so I went ahead and I finished my liner. I used the Steel Liquid Liner on this side. If you want to see how I did my eyeliner, I'll link the video right up here. This is the first time that I've used a liquid liner since I was in high school. I've been using a gel liner since then. It's been, what, six years. I think that this, having the sharp tip, is a little bit easier to work with, but it still kind of was a quick learning curve for me. You have to have a really steady hand and go in slow strokes like you'll see in the video. Alright, so moving on to the rest of my face. I'm going to grab a primer. So I'm going to use the Pure Correcting Primer. I'm going to focus this into my T-zone area and then spread it out all over my face. And I like to make sure that I bring it out to my lips because I usually have some extra pores there. But yeah, wherever your pores are largest, you want to focus this primer into it. Yes, my hands are clean. Always make sure you have clean hands. If you don't want to get up to wash your hands every 2 seconds, I highly recommend having a hand sanitizer on deck. I think I'm gonna take the Becca foundation and then layer the Hourglass liquid to powder foundation over it if it's a correct shade, because the Becca foundation I could tell looks like a correct shade. It doesn't look like that I have enough for a full face. It's blending out decently. In the spots where I put it, I'm definitely getting coverage, but it's not full coverage, I would say. But I will say that it's actually my color, which almost never happens. But to finish off the rest of my face, I'm going to take my Cover FX foundation. I have them in shades N10 and N20. I'm going to mix them and put them on the outskirts of my face. So before I move into using the other shade as my contour, I'm going to cover up any blemishes that I still have left over. And this is why I say that it's probably a medium coverage, because wherever the Becca foundation was, didn't cover my blemishes. That's normal, you know, like most foundations don't cover my blemishes. So I'm just going to dab the Shape Tape concealer anywhere where my blemishes are still peeking through. Blend this out with my beauty blender. Under my eyes as well. Ooh, so now that I'm looking at this eyeliner, it definitely has that kind of like a vinyl look going on. Set this powder right away. Set it. I don't wait for my under eyes. I set it right away to prevent creasing. Before I set the rest of my face, I'm going to grab the Tobacco shade by Becca. I might be able, I think it's a little too warm to be like contour shade, but I might be able to use it a little bit as a liquid bronzer. I might regret this. I probably will most likely regret it. So I'm grabbing a beauty blender for this. Nope, I hate it. Try it with a Real Techniques brush. Other side. Oh! Okay, but like, real question, how is that considered tobacco? To clean that up. Strong line. Because I hate it and I want it to be gone now. With the Real Techniques blending sponge, there's like a sharp side. So I'm going to use that sharp side to kind of blend out the concealer. Let's see what this Hourglass liquid to powder foundation is. Oh, it's a color. There is a color. That is too dark for me. So we're going to skip it on the face, but we'll see what it looks like on my hand. As you can see, it's definitely not my color, so I'm glad I didn't put this on my face. But it feels really silky. I mean, it's definitely smooth. It's like a quick setting foundation. It's weird. Now I look like I have fake tan on my hand. Things I try for you guys. Alright, so we're going to set the rest of my face with some RCMA No Color Powder. I'm going to take my definer brush and go into the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to pick up Love Letter. I'm pretty much going to create that same gradient, but on our lower lash line. And I'm taking Real Glitter, and then finally grabbing Golden Ochre. And then I'm going to take my Anastasia brush that it came with, and I'm dipping into Raw Sienna, just slightly, tapping it off, because there's a lot of kickback. And I'm going to kind of just blend out underneath so that it's not as dark. Alright, so I'm going to do the rest of my face up to my blush, and I'll be right back. So I did my brows and my bronzer, and I have my face baking right there. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the Tarte blush. I'm going to use my EcoTools stippler brush. So tap it on my hand. Okay, so it's not super scary pigmented. Oh, that's pretty. It's so smooth. It's not dusty at all, because when I tap it off, like, nothing comes off. Like, the brush still has just as much product. Very pinky, but that kind of matches the rest of my face today. For my highlight, I'm jumping back into the Modern Renaissance palette. I think we're going to pick up Vermeer, because it looks like a nice pink color. But yeah, I was right. This is like a nice pink highlight shade, which is hard to find with my skin tone, because everything ends up like almost having like a line of pink. That's pretty. I dig it. Now we're going to use this for my inner corner and my brow bone as well, I think. Actually, no, for brow bone, I think I'm going to go in with Tempera. Alright, gonna wipe away the fake. Gonna set my face with the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. Push the setting spray into the skin. Grab my Tarte lip paint in Birthday Suit. It smells minty. This applicator isn't very firm, so it's kind of hard to get that crisp line that I can get with normal doe foot applicators. That's fine. Last but not least, the Buxom mascara. See, I always love mascara samples because I feel like they give you a lot for your money. Well, I mean, it was free, but they give you a lot for a free sample. So the applicator is huge, so this is kind of terrifying. Alright, so I'm going to curl my lashes. I think I still like my Too Faced Better Than the Sex mascara a little bit better. It gets a little bit clumpier on my lashes, which I kind of like because it makes my lashes look thicker. But this is fine. Alright, and this is today's finished look. I kind of wanted to forego using fake lashes just so that we could see how the mascara performs. Overall, the things that I like the most are the Tarte lip paint and the blush, and I really like the Modern Renaissance palette. This is awesome, and I like the Stila liner too, even though I'm not really used to it. I think I just have to have a few more practices with it. Like I said, I haven't really used liquid eyeliner since high school, but it worked pretty well, besides it being a little bit on the shiny side. Alright, so if you guys want to see other videos like this, let me know down in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe so that you don't miss out on my face. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye, guys. I don't know, it's weird.